What is up, guys? Today is a beautiful day. It has been a long time since I posted. I think it's been 3 months. Today is a beautiful day. It's a Friday. Sun's out. But today is the day before the pay-per-view. Today is the day before Clash at the Castle. So I thought we could bring a good guest back. Come into the table. Come on in. Come on.
What is up, Mike?
Hello, sir.
Set this title on down right here.
Prestigious. Beautiful. Oh, okay.
We'll let you hold on to that.
Alright.
That's your first title you've ever held?
Oh, okay. Anyway, how have you been?
Been good.
Last
Excited.
time we did this, I believe, was about 2 years ago.
Man, a lot has happened. We got to go to WrestleMania. I saw your videos on that.
We went to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam was really good.
It was really good.
I've never seen nothing like that. And I've been watching wrestling for 30 years.
Yeah, Triple H has been doing a lot. And Raw and stuff's been amazing.
Shout out to Triple H, man.
man.
You're killing it.
So, what do you think? This is a new pay-per-view, never been done before in the UK. What's your opinion on it? What do you think?
Man, I saw this thing, Tyson Fury's going to be front row.
That's cool.
So that's going to be pretty cool, it kind of meshing, boxing and wrestling.
Tyson Fury did face Braun Strowman.
He did. And so, there's been some rumors Braun Strowman come back to Raw. So, anything could happen. We'll see, man. But I am excited to see, me personally, I want to see Roman Reigns' era end,
He just hit 2 years.
2 years, man. Solid 2 years. I mean, you gotta give it up for the head of the table. You have to give it up for the head of the table, and but it's just kind of I think it's played its course.
Yeah. I think this new pay-per-view is cool. I think this is a pay-per-view for the UK. Something cool. Something we really don't go to the UK. It's just something for them.
That's exciting. The hard part is I think the time for us is gonna be what 12 o'clock?
Oh, yeah, 12.
So, I mean, we're used to watching these events in the evening where we're going to watch these, like, around lunchtime, but it's a good dynamic, something different. I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, I think this pay-per-view is going to be great. Triple H has done so much. SummerSlam was amazing. He's brought back Hit Row. He's brought back Johnny Gargano, Karrion Kross. So many great people. I'm excited for Johnny.
What's the guy's name that was in the back of the SUV when The Miz was leaving?
Dexter Lumis.
Dexter Lumis is back?
I think Dexter Lumis is going to be good.
So that's pretty exciting. We were talking about this earlier that he's doing such a great job, and there's some big time names they're not even in here right now. I mean, so we're missing Randy Orton, right?
Yes,
right. Who else you're missing?
Cody
Rhodes. So if you look at what he's able to do with the roster he has, can you imagine when these big time names come back into the fold? I mean, barring anybody get injured, I mean, we're gonna have some great storylines.
You know who else I think is gonna come back and be really good? He was actually injured. Big E. Big
E's come back. I saw that Bray Wyatt started following WWE again.
Yeah.
He stopped following them for a while once he was released, but he's following it. So we got a lot of good potentials coming in and rumors that are super exciting. And so I think that Triple H and that whole team at WWE is doing a fantastic job to give the fans something that is amazing to watch.
Yeah, okay, so enough talking, enough of our excitement. We're just going to jump right in. But before we do, what match are you most excited for?
I really do think the one that I'm most excited for is my man, Seth freaking Rollins, and RK Bro, one half of them at least. I'm excited to see Seth curb stomp the crap out of him. I mean, that's just my opinion.
As much as I love Riddle, Seth's just too great not to let win this.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd have to say.
But hey, we're getting kind of ahead, right? We're already giving our prediction. Let's start in the lower cards and work our way up to the championship.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay, first match, WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan.
Oh, man, so this is kind of, Liv holds the championship, kind of that after SummerSlam, we got to see her, I guess get the pinfall, right? Even though she was tapping
Yeah.
out, we saw her tapping
Crazy.
out. So, but I think that she's going to continue her reign. I think Liv Morgan will defend again. Uh, you know, I don't see them switching this title too quickly.
Yeah, I think I have to say Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan has been dreaming of this, and when she lost Queen of the Ring, excuse me, and then she lost the Money in the Bank, and finally she got her chance and opportunity. I don't see her losing, but I think Shayna will put up a great fight, and Shayna deserves this spot. She competed in a gauntlet match and won.
Yeah. So Shayna deserves to be there. I just think Liv is going to be a little bit too much for her.
Yeah, okay, next match. This match, I'm not too excited for. I don't know why they put these people together. But Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
So this is a tag team title, right? Tag teams are up? No, just the tag team match.
This is a trios match.
So usually pay-per-views I want to see title defenses and title things, but I think that Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka are gonna fall. I think they're gonna lose this one. I've seen over the course of the last few weeks them building it up. I'm not too excited for this match, but I think these women are gonna put in the work. But I do think that Dakota Kai and these guys are gonna come out victorious.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. They lost the tag team title match, which is surprising to me.
That was surprising.
But I'm excited to see what they do with Raquel and the other girl.
Yeah, Raquel's a monster.
She's crazy.
She's a monster. I think isn't she fighting? I saw on Twitter who was she fighting? I can't remember, but it's gonna be a good match. Yeah.
But I think the three women, Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka, they already have a big name for themselves. Obviously, Dakota Kai has never been on the main roster before, and we saw her debut at SummerSlam. Yep. So I think that if they get a win over these women, it'll just boost them. And I think we could eventually see like a breakup maybe, and then they all try to chase the title, maybe a triple threat, something cool. But right now, I think Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky are going to win.
I agree.
Next match, the match I'm probably most excited for. Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins.
So I don't know if you saw this last week, when they were doing the interview on camera, and then they went back to the interview after they had let go, and these guys were still mic'd up. I think it really brought in the end of the PG era. I mean, the words they were exchanging with each other, we haven't heard that or that kind of language or behavior from WWE in quite a while, which pushes the envelope a little bit, but brings a little bit of excitement to it. Seth's comment about his family was hilarious. It's funny. It brings some entertainment into the sports entertainment that I enjoy as well. But I am excited about this match. I saw the direction that WWE went with when Seth Rollins was fighting. What's his name? Where he stopped him in the back all the times. Injured. Can't think of his name right now. Cody Rhodes. I think they were going to go that direction, but I love how they pivoted and decided to go this direction. Since kind of if you look at Seth Rollins, guided he was going to fight's hurt. Matt Riddle's partner's hurt, so it's just kind of inevitable those two got to face each other, right? And so it makes it good. But I think my prediction is Seth Rollins is going to be. I think this is going to be the most electrifying match of the night. But I think Seth Rollins is going to come out victorious.
Fun fact: Riddle is no longer Riddle. He got his first name back, which I'm excited about because Riddle just sounds weird to me.
Sound like the Riddler.
Exactly.
For all you Batman fans.
So they've been building this up, I think they're trying to make Seth hated. Obviously I like bad guys, like Star Wars, I've always liked Sith, but I've always loved the bad guys, so I love Seth, and they just try to make Seth very hated, and I think he's built so much hatred towards the fans that the fans are just booing him, and what he did at on Monday before SummerSlam, I think he's just pushing the limits, and he's definitely going to take Riddle to like the limit. They're gonna be crazy. I know Triple H loves both these guys. I see it going either way, but my prediction is Seth Rollins.
So that's what are we? We're in agreement on all the matches thus far.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty good.
Okay, this match I'm very excited for too.
Yeah, this one I'm pretty hyped for.
Intercontinental Championship, Gunther, who's the champion, versus Sheamus.
Okay, let me start this. Man, this is gonna be a Chop City match, man. I think both these men, or let me say, Sheamus is so pale that when Gunther begins to chop him, he's gonna light him up like a Christmas tree.
They're both very stiff guys.
They're gonna be so red. But I think that the factor here is gonna be I think both guys are gonna come out with their croonies on the side of the ring. I think that's gonna be the factor here. I think one of them's gonna interfere to help secure the victory for his guy. So I see this going Gunther's way all the way.
Ooh, Gunther. Okay. I think I love Gunther. Gunther's amazing in the UK. He's amazing in NXT. He's finished people with a chop, which is so crazy to me. But I see Gunther as more than Intercontinental Champion. I see Gunther as a WWE champion in the future.
Yeah.
I think they're going to drop this title to Sheamus. Don't get me wrong, Sheamus deserves to be in that title picture. But you have so many big names like Bobby, AJ, Roman, Seth, Kevin, Drew. So many big names.
Theory.
Okay, yeah, Theory, I guess. And you put Gunther in there, that's just going to make them, like, imagine Drew versus Gunther, Bobby versus Gunther. Just some big storylines in the future, so I think they're going to drop the title on Sheamus. The first match we disagree on.
Wow,
So,
okay.
however this goes.
Let me point this out, though. They're going to, Gunther's, Europe, and they're going to be in the UK, so it's is he going to drop the title in front of, what we would call his home crowd? We'll see. Let's see how it goes.
You never know. Okay, this match, I'm excited for it. They've been building it up. Edge and Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio versus the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley on their side. Now, I'll go first this time. I really hate Rhea. I just want Rhea Ripley to get speared, just to have Edge break her in half. But Dominic has been getting really upset, when I remember when, was it the week after Edge came back from SummerSlam?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, he was going to spear Finn. Rhea pulled Finn out, pushed Dominic in the way, and he speared Dominic, and he just has been mad. Now, we were talking about this before, and my dad thinks he's going to make a heel turn. I don't know necessarily if it'll be a heel turn. What I see happening, this is end of the match. Rhea comes in. Edge has a kendo stick. He's about to hit Rhea. Dominic grabs kendo stick, says, no. They cost the match. Rhea kicks Edge. He falls down. Coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. So I think I gave my prediction there. I think the Judgment Day is winning this match. And I want the Judgment Day to win this match. Because as much as this is good, I think they could be a good tag team against the Street Profits, Alpha Academy, just against so many great people. And I think Rey and Edge and Dominic, they should go their separate ways. I think Rey is holding Dominic back and Dominic is holding Rey back. 2020 was, an awful time, but that match at SummerSlam 2 years ago with Dominic and Seth was an amazing match, and I think Dominic could hold himself up and be next U.S. champ,
All right, so let me say, man, I like what you're saying there. I do think there's going to be some sort of a turn. I don't know if Dominic's just going to walk away from ringside when they need him, but I think there's going to be this absolute division between Rey and Dominic. I do not think that Judgment Day can lose, though. I think they're going to win, so that's my prediction. But the reason I think they can't lose is I think that if Edge and Rey Mysterio beat them, you automatically kind of destroyed the faction of Judgment Day.
Yeah, I think Edge and Rey, big names, you think of wrestling, they all pop up in your head. So they could take
Hall
this
of Famers,
loss.
yeah, definitely.
Hall of Famers, they could take this loss. Rey's a future Hall of Famer. They could take this loss, and they'd be perfectly fine. They could still win the title. They could still have great matches with other people. So I think the Judgment Day needs this.
Yeah, I agree. For the storyline to keep going, I'm excited to see it. But I agree with you in one last thing. I want to see Rhea Ripley get 619. I want to see her get spear, frog splash, just name it. Let's just, she's in there with the big boys. I think that, we could see that and then make it super exciting. Especially with that PG rating lifted, I think we could be able to see that.
Yeah. All right. I believe this is the last match. Roman versus Drew McIntyre. If this isn't the last match, correct me if I'm wrong. This is all they have on here. So I believe this is the last match.
Okay. I'll let you end it, so I'll go first. I would say that Roman Reigns is going to drop his titles here. He's had a 2-year-long reign. I think Triple H is kind of wore out with the storyline. We went to the house show here locally. A couple of times we've been to a couple of them. And let me say this, Drew, man, you deserve it. You put in all the work. You're at every show. You don't back down. You give your best. I really love your banter back and forth with KO. That was
amazing.
That was awesome.
Amazing match. Amazing.
Yeah. So that's awesome right there. I really think that you're gonna do a phenomenal job, and I can't wait to see those 2 titles strapped around you and raised up high, and I can't wait for tomorrow. I mean, that's my prediction. I am riding with Drew McIntyre to the wheels fall off for tomorrow.
Okay, I'm about to get hyped here. This is going to be an amazing match. I feel like the Brock versus Roman match was good, and I thought Brock was going to win. But then they said how Roman was about to hit 600 or 700 days, and I knew he wasn't going to drop the title, because 700 days plus another 30, that's 2 years. Who's going to drop the title right before he hits 2 years? So I think they weren't going to put it on he's not going to lose tonight just because he hit 700 days. I think they're going to make Drew the champion in the UK, where he's from, because he hasn't had his moment, Yes, he won the Rumble, that was a moment, but he went to WrestleMania, nobody there. Just plain 2 people in the ring, the refs and the announcers, 2, that's it. He hasn't had his moment, and I think his moment is coming.
It's deserved. It's deserved. It's a deserved moment. Yeah, he has put in the work, and he's gotten better through the years. And I, like I said, we were what, maybe 20 feet at a house show. Incredibly agile for a big guy. I mean, he's just phenomenal to watch.
Yeah. What I think should happen too is, as much as I love, how dominating Roman is, and how he's the first ever man to hold both titles, Money in the Bank is who's he gonna cash in on? When's he gonna cash in? But now it's just he's gonna cash in on Roman if Roman keeps winning. I think if Drew wins, or whoever wins, they should put a title on the line, just one, and have them lose. Because I don't like this. I don't like how they just show up to either brand. The whole point of the draft is to get drafted somewhere and stay there till the next draft, or stay there after that. And Drew, the Usos and Sami Zayn, the whole bloodline and Drew just move from brand to brand to brand. And they're allowed to because they have both titles. But I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy how they have both titles. And, the Money in the Bank builds suspense. You think of Seth Rollins, you think of all these people who cashed in. But now you think of Theory, and you're like, oh, he can only cash in on Roman Reigns. So, it just doesn't build the same suspense.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see the titles separated. But I will say this. It's been fun seeing them together. And I'm excited for tomorrow. It feels like it's so many hours away, but again, it's at lunchtime. So, make sure y'all subscribe to Peacock, so you can watch these live. It's $5 a month, $5 a month. You spend that on a hamburger. Go ahead and subscribe to Peacock and catch not only, the greatest show ever, WWE, but you can catch great shows like The Office, man. That's on there. And so shout out to Peacock for The Office. Shout out to Peacock for hosting WWE, and shout out to Triple H and that whole crew out there for giving the fans a great show, man.
Not a paid promotion, but since we did disagree on one thing, I say we put this baby on the line. What do you think?
I agree. All right. I'll be willing to give up the title. Whoever. What's the one we disagreed on?
We disagreed on Gunther versus.
Gunther. So if Gunther loses his title, I lose my title.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. Title match is set. Next video, I don't know if we'll be in the predictions video, but next video we'll make sure to tell you who won, and I'm very excited for this pay-per-view. I think this pay-per-view is gonna be amazing. You got big names: Drew, Roman, Seth, Edge, Ray, Riddle. So many big names. I am very excited for the Gunther versus Sheamus match. I think that and Riddle go head to head, that match.
It was the best match of the night?
I think that's what it's going to be. But yeah, I think this pay-per-view is going to be banging,
So we'll see y'all, I guess we'll see y'all after tomorrow. We'll make another video, probably Sunday, and we'll go over all the wins and losses, and we'll see who walks out with the title. Okay?
It's going to be me. Spoiler.
Hey, like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, comment. Let us know your predictions down below. Go follow the Instagram,
Absolutely. Hey, what is Instagram?
Okay, Instagram?
Don't have it off the top of your head?
No, I don't, but I'll leave it in the description.
Yeah, put
I'll
in
leave it in the
description.
description.
There you go.
All right, cool.